It's Week 11 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Commanders' Offensive Player of the Year. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Broncos on Sunday
While the sun
night.
is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Ewart. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you congratulate me because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all end. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn from each and every one of these moments.
They go play action on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Running once more with Miller. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. A give right side to Miller. And he's brought down for a loss. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last. Team first guy he is. He'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Man in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and 11. Setting up the running back screen. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff here for Miller. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second-effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A tight end in motion now. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. No return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Miller. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. From the gun, a give to Miller. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Handoff now out of the gun. And they had that one contained right at the line. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
He'll throw it yet again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. On the give, it's Miller. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Punting unit out now. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Commanders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Second and 6.
Setting up a throw. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running this one left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to the well again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Offense set for a first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, they'll run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. It is caught left side. And he gets him around 6 there. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 36. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that takes them to 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense was flying around and making the play. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now, off play action. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They are throwing it again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. Has it in close. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now from here, let's jump across town to our studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucks who were able to get the victory at home. Bucky Irving, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Drake London, a touchdown catch in the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomb.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, we want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Handoff here for Miller. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Finds Mims. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Miller. And he drives this forward to the 6. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on third and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, all set up now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Pass play now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Broncos offense all set to go. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They run. It's Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Throwing off the play fake here. Catch is made down the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll run here on 1st down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Right up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Finds him over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
Now it's Miller. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders take over on an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after #3.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. They're able to turn to the ground and carry it in for 2 more right there.
I know a lot of people favor passing in that spot. We see it all the time. But I think a lot of defenses are anticipating the throw, and that's why you can catch them off guard with a run, especially if you change things up with a call. It's not one of your go-tos.
Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Mims. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. He's dropping back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, they're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 40-yard line.
From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game.
Broncos 10.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. Finds Miller, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. But they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Commanders set to take over. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give now to the running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Commanders ready to move to a perfect 10-0. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup. Second and 6. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Looks like no gain on 2nd down. Just a 3rd and 6. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has it down close. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him, so that receiver out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Commanders keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought... a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Second down now, 7 to go. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's able to get this down to the 13. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Orlando.